You're watching highlights of the Ashtabula City Council meeting on July 6, 2026. Follow your local governments at cgov.org.
One council member took a moment to reflect on what it really meant to serve alongside Councilor Kym Foglio. Let's listen in on this personal tribute from the dais.
It has been a privilege to serve Ashtabula City alongside Councilor Kym Foglio. When I first became a councilor, I recall that Kym was always so helpful and willing to answer any question to help me as needed. I respect her work ethics and professionalism and know that she is always guided for what is the best for the residents in the city. Kym is a sounding board, mentor, and advocate for our constituents. Kym has quiet dedication and does not need to toot her own horn. I have thoroughly enjoyed being on many hiring committees with her, the recent being the Master Plan Steering Committee, and attending ribbon cuttings with her. I will miss her keen eye on finance and budgeting. I will fondly look back on the time we spent collaborating on projects together. Thank you for giving so much of your heart and time to public service. You will be greatly missed in the chambers. And I will say this, these are big shoes to fill and those shoes, those heels, and the way she's always put together, I will miss that as well. So I wish you well on life's next chapter. Thank you.
Before saying goodbye, the council paused to share how Councilor Kym Foglio first came to serve and why that decision mattered so much. Stay tuned for this behind-the-scenes story and a formal thank you from the council president.
We started, I don't know how many years back, when councilors leave either through not running for re-election or whatever cause, we decided that we want to recognize them for their service, because it takes something to be a councilor, especially in this day and age, a lot of criticism and just a lot of things. So we want them to know that we appreciate. So we started awarding a plaques, and you get your name tag. We were at a church meeting, and I told Dean, I said, hey, we're looking for the Ward 1 counselor. And he says, I know the exact person. And then he called Kym over. And Dean, you were right. She was the exact person, a perfect fit. And we have been so lucky to have you here. You've done such a good job, conscientious, even-keeled, knowledgeable. You worked for the city for so many years. So knowledgeable about the way the city works and the employees and so forth. So I just want you to know it's been an honor to sit by you and work with you, and we're going to miss you.
As Councilmember Foglio looked back on years of service, they offered a candid contrast between past and present council culture and a pointed reminder about who councilors were meant to serve. Let's hear this reflection from the chamber floor.
As I joined council, I was seated amongst some of the icons, the late Richard Caranta, Augie Pugliese, and Chris McClure, all of whom were so kind and so helpful to me, and I learned from them how to be a good counselor. I was joined then by Michael Spielman to my right and Calvin Crawford to my left, and they were so much fun. I couldn't wait to get there. Council at that time was really fun. I really felt like I was doing something for the city of Ashtabula. Now, we didn't always agree as a council. There were some heated arguments. But we always left and were very respectful of each other's opinions and of each other. This is something I don't see in council right now. I see some councilors who are trying to keep things going in a positive manner. However, I see other councilors who are here for their own personal agenda. May I remind you, there is no I in we. No one person can do anything without the help of the others. I'm telling you what is the right thing. I'm not telling you what you want to hear. I'm not going to lie to my residents or pacify what they want to hear. And most of the time, that's not the popular thing to do, but it's the right thing to do. The councilors who do the most work are the silent ones, who serve their residents and don't ask to be patted on the back. That is what we're here for, and that's why you elected us.
Councilmember Foglio did not leave without a final, sharp message for a colleague and an open invitation to future councilors. Stay with this clip to hear both the blunt criticism and the call for new voices to step up.
For 5 months, you have continued to disrespect, be utterly rude and immature. You have bullied and threatened and have no idea of what serving the public really means. You have a lot to learn. In a few weeks, the Democratic Party will begin to interview for my position. Let me be clear. This is not a race. Nobody's running. The Democratic Party will be interviewing and then selecting the best person. So if you're out there and you want to run, please submit your letter of intent to the Democratic Party. Don't think you can't do it. Think you can do it.
Before stepping away from council, Councilmember Foglio turned to the city's legal team with a very personal thank you and a big wish for the future. Let's hear this tribute to the behind-the-scenes work that helped protect the city.
Cecilia, you and Catherine are absolutely the dynamic duo. In all my years here, there has never been a truly full-time solicitor. The others before either had private practice or ran a business. You and Catherine are first full-timers. I appreciate everything you did for me for this council, although your answers weren't always what I wanted to hear, but I knew you were protecting the city. And someday, I hope to call you Judge Cooper. You have been the most fair, honest person I know. You are always so giving of your time and talents and never ask for anything in return. I will so miss seeing you and talking to you and you saying, "Hey, Kym, what do you know?" You are a selfless servant, and that is so hard to find these days. John, keep the faith.
As Councilmember Foglio said goodbye, they turned to two colleagues with a mix of humor, honesty, and praise. This tribute revealed how those councilors showed up for the city when few were watching.
Now, I lied to Mr. Guerrero because it's for a reason. Because I knew what a wonderful counselor he would be. He cares about our city. He cared about his residents. And Terry, I am so proud of the counselor you have become, and I'm so sorry I lied. Not really, but I am. Jody is by far the hardest working counselor. If you call her, she's there. Not on the phone, but in person, and she'll get the job done. She attends so many meetings above and beyond her council obligations. As I said at the beginning of this speech, many counselors work tirelessly under the line of sight, and those truly are the counselors of great worth, and that is Jody.
In a final statement that sounded almost like a benediction, Councilmember Foglio looked back on decades of service before stepping away from the dais. Stay with this closing moment to hear how they chose to say goodbye to the chamber and the city.
As for me, I am being poured out like a libation, and the time for my departure is here. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race, and I have kept the faith. I can leave this room now with my head held high, for I have served my residents and my city well. Thank you for the closure to my 43-year career here. Thank you all.
That's our look at a big farewell night on the council, from emotional tributes to tough reflections on council culture and an open call for new voices to step up. Keep an eye on upcoming meetings as the council fills this vacancy, and check back here for more highlights from Ashtabula City Council.
Thank you for watching CGov.